Are we live? Are we live? Oh, I'm on the wrong entire screen. There we go. I think we're live. One can only hope. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Are we live? Are we happy? Alright, we got 11 people here. Is there 11 people here? Is that what there is? We got 7 likes, I think. I'm trying to see if we're live. Are we live? I think we're live. I think I make this joke. I think I make this joke every time I do a live. I'm like, you know, when a video starts, it's always like, hey, what's up? This is my video. But when a live starts, it always starts with, are we live? Hey, yeah, check 1, 2. All right, are we live? Yeah, cool. Everybody here? That's how it always starts. And, yeah, so here we are. We're live. That's great. Hello. Welcome to Third Rail Thursday. My name is Tim. This is They Make It Like That. And this is the March Third Rail Thursday on They Make It Like That. Which means it's my birthday. If you hadn't already guessed, I made it very obvious. It's my birthday, and that's fun. And, yeah, so here we are. I don't really have a plan, because it's my birthday, and on my birthday live stream, which this is now my third Third Rail Thursday live stream. My third Third Rail Thursday birthday live stream. Because I've been doing Third Rail Thursday for 3 years now, if you can believe it. What am I drinking? I'm drinking coffee out of a limited edition CBC mug. For those of you who don't know what that is the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. And, yeah, it was a Christmas gift, and I think it's cool. The TVs turn on when you put coffee in it, and then they fade to black once the liquid cools down. So that's kind of cool. You can actually see the top TVs are starting to go black at the top there because there's no coffee up there, and you'll be able to see them slowly fade to black as the evening progresses. All right, let's see who's here. We got there was a bunch of people that got kind of cut off at the beginning. I don't even remember who it was. I checked in earlier today, and yeah, there was a bunch of people, but I missed it. Dwight is here, Eminem Rails, Jackie VJ, Brian Ferguson, Kevin Beverly, Dundas Junction Model Railroad, James, Mark Bennett, Camera Crisis, Bubs, Mark Miller, John Train BFGR, Awesome Possum. Okay, Awesome Possum, if you don't have a YouTube channel, you should, because that's a great name. Bruce, how's it going, Bruce? Kevin is here, Gamer Boy Tazza is here, and then I'm really sorry, IGRFBS. Is that an acronym, or is that a name I can't pronounce? I know you're from Sweden, and that's super cool that we're broadcasting to Sweden via the internet. If you can tell me your name, that would be great. Or if that is your name, can you spell it phonetically so that I know how to pronounce it? Because I've seen you in here before, and that's great. So yeah, welcome. Roger Coleman is here. Go Veer Go Home is here. What's up, Chris? Trackside Mike is here. Am I late? No, you're just in time. I was honestly a couple minutes late because you know how it is. Got to put the kids to bed. That's why I started at 8:30 and not at 8. And with it being my birthday, the kids insisted on having cake before bed. I did it more for them than for me. I didn't even have any yet. And then, what was I going to say? Yeah, so then, of course, they wanted to say 417 things as I was slowly trying to close the door. Both of them. Okay, the girls are in one room, and I'm closing the door. Okay, good night, I love you, good night, good night. They're like, Daddy, one more thing, and I'm like, okay, but okay. And then I go, okay, the door's closed. They're not sleeping, but they will. And then I go to my son's room. Okay, good night. I love you. But Daddy, one more thing. I want to tell you one more thing. Like, oh my goodness. I love them. I love them a lot. I love them to pieces, and I'll give them that time. But the whole time I'm like, it's gonna be 8:30 soon, and I still have to make my coffee. But you know what? At the end of the day, you guys will wait, and if you don't, well then, oh well. Kevin Beverly, I see your question. Truthfully, just shoot me an email and we'll work it out. Or shoot me a message on Etsy. If you have any questions regarding stuff that is on Etsy, I prefer to just talk there rather than boring people over the live stream about it. Shameless plug, I have an Etsy store. I'll put a link. I don't know if the link is in the description or not, but it's in the description of other videos. It's if you search "make it like that" on Etsy, because apparently "they make it like that" was taken, and "they make it like that" is not a store on Etsy, and I'm a little bit bitter about it, but I'm gonna get over it. But anyway, "make it like that" on Etsy, and you can check out some stuff. I put up 2 new cars, one in HO and one at N scale, and I have a couple more that I'm going to be posting soon. I just haven't taken proper photos of it, and to be honest, the photos of the ones that are up right now are not the proper photos of it, but they're there because I had 0 stock and I needed something, and I'm like, hey, I have photos of these, let me post them. But I'm still not fully unpacked from the Port Hope show, so I haven't actually been able to set up and take the photos yet. If you hadn't already guessed, some of you might already know, my laptop died at the Port Hope show and I wasn't able to use it, which was really annoying, but it miraculously turned on last night, so I'm using it. This is it. Here it is. Hello. So that's great. I don't have to buy a laptop again until this one dies again. At least it's warning me. It's like, okay, maybe you should, set aside a little bit for when the laptop inevitably fails. One thing I want to do, I want to show you guys, speaking of Etsy, this is going to be, how many people we got in here? We got 25 people. That's cool. What's up, 25 people? You guys are the exclusive 25 people that are going to see what's coming down the pipeline. I might even work on it today. I don't know. We'll see. I have primer. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you. Let me find a good one. They're all good, but some of them need more cleaning up than others. Let me go to this camera angle and let me show you. This is, can I focus? It's gonna you're just gonna see my hands. This is, whoops, an N-scale dumpster. It's 3D printed. It's not my design, I will admit, it's not my design, but it's a 3D printed, resin printed N-scale dumpster. And you know what? Dumpsters have weathering and sometimes graffiti and sometimes some hand-painted no parking or no dumping or camera on site kind of spray paint that people will put on them. Just various age, so to speak. But yeah, I figured that this is something that I can very easily print and paint and graffiti and sell on my Etsy store. That is an N-scale version. Look at it. It's so little. So little. You can't even see it. I can't see it. Can you see it? It's so little. Anyway, this is the N-scale version. I am going to be putting them out in HO. And, yeah. literally because they make it like that. The stuff just writes itself. I love it. I wanted to print. I wanted to print some tonight. You won't see the finished product because it's probably gonna be like a 4-hour print, 3 or 4 hour print, and I'm not gonna be on for that long because it's my birthday and I want to go eat cake. But I am gonna start the print. Chris, as I said, there will be HO dumpsters. And I tell you what, you guys are hearing it here first. If you guys already know, if you guys don't already know, I'm giving away an Otter Valley auto rack when I hit 2,500 subscribers. And just for the fun of it, I'll toss in a dumpster in HO scale. It's the least I can do. It's the least I can do. Toss in a dumpster for you. Why not? You could win it. I'll probably announce that later on, but I'm just going to tell you guys now. I know I'm not just making that up as I go. I was thinking about that as I was preparing the print file. Let's print it. I wasn't planning, I mean, I was kind of planning on starting a print, but I set up a print before work this morning so that it could, this is my robot. It works for me when I'm not home, and it's great. But it's only great when you come home and there's a print. Today it failed because I thought, okay, let me shave a little bit of exposure time and the prints will happen faster. And then it failed. So I had to go back to my original exposure time, and maybe my print won't fail. I don't know why I thought I'd try it today, because I printed an HO scale dumpster last night and it failed. And then I thought, whatever, I'll just print another print that was successful, but I didn't change back the exposure settings. That's a whole other topic. I'm going to do a video on 3D printing, but I'm waiting until I actually know more about it. Because I kind of don't. I kind of don't yet. Anyway, I'm going to aim this camera at the printer so you guys can see what's going on. Excuse the mess. Let me, and then again, it'll probably time out, and that's going to be fun. But we'll just set it up and we'll see. Let's go over here. Again, you're just gonna have to ignore the mess because there is one, and we're just gonna pretend it's not there. Let's switch camera angles. And let's get gloves. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Let me get the chat up so I can see what's going on. Turn that down. Who else is here, by the way? We got LGRFBS, Irano, and Wildcat in the 2000 here in Sweden. But what's your name, friend? What's your name? And you have a Shapeways store. That's awesome. What is your Shapeways store? I like Shapeways. What else we got here? HO Scott Dumpsters. Hi, Steve. Hi, Steve. Okay. Anyway. Sorry. How do I pronounce your name? Fostoria, Ohio Model Railroad Club. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Yep, this is a total failure of a print. That's excellent. So what we're going to do here is we're going to... Nope. detection. We're going to expose the screen for a few seconds. Do any of you guys have resin printers? Because I have a love-hate relationship with mine. And if I'm doing anything terribly wrong, just yell at me. I'm still new. Okay, what did I... Oh, I forgot about that. So I printed more... let me show you guys. Can you guys see that? I printed another high cube and it failed, as you can clearly see. This is not a boxcar, right? But I printed a couple of Ford Focuses and a couple more N-scale dumpsters. And this is the chassis for the high cube, which actually is good because I drilled holes. I drilled out the holes for the trucks a little bit bigger because I wanted to try and fit Microtrain's trucks on this chassis. But the drill bit size I used was a little too big, and now it's sloppy and they don't fit. So this failed, but this didn't. So I'm going to use this chassis to try and resurrect this high cube that I made, that I printed the other day. And we'll see if we can get that working. And I might be able to resurrect these cars and these dumpsters, but the high cube itself died, which sucks, but whatever. Let's oh, and this is the HO scale dumpster that I printed last night, and it just kind of failed. The front of it looks good, but then at the back you can see where the supports kind of let go. I don't know, can you guys see that? The supports kind of let go and it just looks all warped. But yeah, so I added a ton more supports to the next print, and I have faith that it's going to just work. So I actually just, I set it up to print as many as I can on the build plate, which I think is 6. So yeah, we're just going to go with that. Let me get rid of these. Just a sad print, no big deal. And yeah. Bruce has a Mars 3. I was gonna get the Mars, but then I got this one. And that's that. This is the Anycubic. Oh, you know what I think it might have been? It might have been that I ran out of resin, because there's not a lot of resin in here. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it didn't fail. Maybe I can change my exposure time after all. Anyway, I'm not going to change it back for now. I'm just going to leave it, and that'll be that. Yeah, because there's not that much resin left. Let me know if you guys get rainbow barred. I know this is a little bit different of a live stream than you're typically used to on my channel, but I like to break the mold a little bit on my birthday. I do that typically. Last year, I did a car for myself. Oh my goodness! A car for yourself instead of for someone else? This year, I'm doing whatever I please. 'Cause I please. Sorry guys. Totally blocked the camera there. Okay, here's a question. What's better, resin or filament? Honestly, it depends on what you're printing. They both have their uses. Literally, that's like saying what's better, an SUV or a pickup truck. They both have their purposes, and their purposes are very different from each other. So, yeah, like Bruce said, resin gives a lot better finer details. They also, one thing that's nice about resin is it doesn't matter how much you have on your build plate, the print time is still going to be the same. Whether you have one thing or 17 things on your build plate, it only depends on height, because it prints an entire layer at a time using an exposure rather than like drawing out each layer like a filament printer does. Filament is nice because you can use a lot of different materials, like you can use ABS and like PLAs and stuff like that. And you can get a lot stronger of a print, so it's nicer if you're printing parts like gears and like brackets and things like that. I got a lot of resin on my screen. I keep meaning to get a screen protector, but then I forget, and now I have a bunch of gummed up stuff on my screen, and that's not good. I definitely don't want to have to replace my screen. Hopefully you guys don't get rainbow bars. Let's do that real quick. The resin that's in the vat is still okay. There's no floaties. A handy trick if you do have a resin printer. I don't know what it's like, Bruce, on the Mars printer, but on this one, there's a setting where you can expose the entire screen. So whenever I have a failed print, I just expose the entire screen for a few seconds, and then what you saw a minute ago was I actually just peeled off a layer of resin that was the entire bottom of the vat, and anything that's floating around has settled to the bottom, and it gets stuck inside that film that you then expose on the bottom, and you just peel the whole thing off, and then your vat's clean. It's pretty cool. A little trick I learned the other day, and it's kind of saved tons of cleaning time, because I had a bunch of failed prints while I was dialing in exposure settings. That's the thing. As your the weather changes and your resin gets older and all of that fun stuff, your exposure settings are gonna have to change depending on how things are. And so that's where we're at. I was printing things successfully before, and it was great. But then I had a bunch of failures, and I had to just dial it all back in. And now here we are. Let's switch back to a camera that you can see. Here we are. Hello. That's me. That's what I look like. And let's get the file. The Dumpsters of Excellence. That's what they're going to be called. No, it's not. Here we go. HO scale dumpsters. Stick them on the drive. Oh, let me see. It looks messy. It is messy. That's why I have a love-hate relationship with it. There's a lot of messy grossness. There's a lot of messy grossness with resin, but there's also a lot of excellence that comes from it. And I think that the good outweighs the bad, really. Yeah. I think that if you just kind of suck it up and enjoy, you're going to get some cool stuff. And if you don't like it, well, then there's other people that do, and you can buy stuff from them. That's where Etsy comes from. That's where Shapeways comes from. I quite enjoy it. I mean, like, come on. Look at this. Look at the detail. This one, this is the first attempt. I think I can do better. Let me go to this camera. And then let me focus. How close can I get and still be in focus? There we go. Look at this. This is an N-scale high cube boxcar. When you shine it in the light, you can see the layer lines a little bit. And this one, I didn't fully let it dry before I cured it, so that's why it looks a little shiny. It's not cured 100% properly. I mean, it's cured, but it's not the best. So I'm probably not going to use this one, but this is my proof of concept. It looks quite good. There's definition, like you can actually see rivets in the roof. You can't really see it on camera, but there's actually like rivets in the roof. And then this is the chassis. There's like a little tank on the bottom. You can see the individual floor panels. Like it's very well done. And then they just slot right into each other. Perfect fit. I mean, this one, I'm struggling with it now because I think it warped a little bit, but it was a perfect fit. I'm making a liar out of myself. No, I mean, honestly, a little bit of finesse and some paint and some trucks. I'm not gonna decal every single one of them, but I can fill out my layout with those things for like $7 each, including trucks, and have a happy day. Alex wants to know, where can I get your stickers? Well, you, my friend, are going to get some when I send your stuff back. So you don't have to worry about that. If you're a customer, you get a sticker. That's just how it works. If you are a person that has stickers, you can send me stickers and I'll send you some back. And if you are neither of those things, well then I don't know yet. Because I don't know if I'm going to like sell them on Etsy or anything crazy like that. Hi, dog. Yeah. I don't know. Can you tell I make it up as I go? It's probably not the best business model, but it's fun. And I am getting a little bit more organized. You don't have to worry about that. But yeah, Alex, in your case, you're going to be getting your stuff back at some point. And then you're going to have some stickers, and that'll be fun. If you buy anything on Etsy, I'll toss in some stickers, because that's what you do. If you send me a sticker, I'll send you some back. If you see me at a show, I'll give you a sticker. If you find out where I live and knock on my door, I will not give you a sticker. That's all there is to that. Who makes my stickers? I do. Well, I don't make them, but I have a supplier through my workplace who makes stickers. So if you want a good deal on stickers, hit me up. I promise you this is not just a great big long commercial. Let's print some dumpsters. I'm not going to move the camera back because it's literally just going to be me pushing 2 buttons. Print. Dumpsters take 2, I believe that one is. Yeah, and then, okay, play. Yeah, it's saying 3 hours. I'm not gonna be still live in 3 hours. So sorry about that. But what I will do is I am gonna prime a couple of these dumpsters. And depending on how long it takes the primer to dry and the paint to dry, maybe we'll get to detailing a couple of them. And then I also have this 27-story elephant in the room that I can do some graffiti on. If you guys want to see some of that. I think that'll be fun. Don't you? I think it'll be fun. Don't you? Some of these, I still gotta dial it in a little bit. I got a couple flakies on some of these, but they're, for the most part, pretty good. I've got 4 of them here that I can use with minimal cleanup. 5 of them here that I can use with minimal cleanup. No, I don't like this one. 4 of them that I can use with minimal cleanup. And we're gonna use them. Look how big they are. Oh yeah, I have this camera. It's nice having a laptop again. Like, actually nice having a laptop again that works for the most part. So yeah, let me do that. There they are. Look at them. Look at them. What could I compare them to so that you get a sense of scale? How about a Subaru WRX that I also printed? That looks about right, yeah? At work I park next to a dumpster, so you can see there. That's how it looks. They are so tiny, I know, it's crazy. Oh, here we go. I want to pull this out anyway because it looks super cool. I bought this at the Port Hope show. I'm just playing around. I haven't even done anything yet. This is fun. Haha. It's my birthday. I do what I want. Yeah, let's look at this thing. This is sick. It looks so good. I cannot believe how good this thing looks. Hang on a sec. Ready? Look at this. That truck is so detailed. It's unreal. It always fascinates me how detailed N-Scale has gotten over the years. Like, even when I first got into N-Scale, it was nowhere near this detailed. Compare it to a pencil. Where's a pencil? A billion markers. No pencil. Hang on. Compare it to a banana. No. Here's a pencil. Ready? It's nuts. Okay. I don't have a spray booth yet, so bear with me. but I have a cardboard box here somewhere, and we're going to prime these things. So you guys can just look at that for a second whilst I find a cardboard box. Oh, this one will work. Actually, no, not this one. This one has bits of Oceanwide Plaza in it. My incomplete building. Okay, I thought I had a cardboard box. I don't have a cardboard box, but I have something. And I will use it. I have bits of styrene. That'll work. We're gonna do it. Oh, rainbow bars! Now show us an N-scale rat by the dumpster. Yeah, I'll just draw a dot. Like that's a rat. There you go. You're welcome. Okay, so we are going to put a couple of dumpsters. Just let's while I'm doing this, just marvel at how good this truck looks. And also, I'm pretty happy with this print. The paint sucks on it. I need to repaint it. I was just messing around the other day with some rattle cans. But just look at how great that truck looks. And I found it at the show for $5. That's $5 Canadian. So that's like 8 cents in US. Oh, that's not a primer. That's a flat black. This is primer. Yeah. We're just gonna prime some dumpsters on the floor. They're gonna look great, I promise. Kit as a Subaru. I'd like to get an N-scale kit. That would be pretty cool. Let's switch to this. What else we got going on? Russ says happy birthday. Hi, Russ. Thank you, sir. Yeah. So who here Sparky, I have your address. I'm gonna send you your cars, man. I should be sending them out soon. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the doubleheader tour this year, but regardless, I'm gonna send you your cars soon. I took them with me to the Port Hope show just in case you happen to go there. But yeah, I'm gonna send them out. Who here hasn't seen my Oceanwide Plaza video or videos? This guy here. Anyone? 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 You should watch those. You should watch them. Because I'm super happy with this thing. It's so exciting. I keep seeing, like, people are still sending me videos of the actual building in LA. And they're like, hey, check this out. I'm like, hey, check that out. And then mount a working scanner and LED. And that would be cool. But, man, that would have to be some really tiny LEDs to get that, like, the light going back and forth across the grill. But I could print one. I can find the model. That's the thing. I can model. I can model basic shapes and things and such. Like buildings, and I could model the dumpster. I just didn't because it was there and I used it. I might model different ones in the future. But, what was I going to say? I can't model cars. I just can't. I'm not that talented. I know people that are, but they also don't work for free. So, yeah. When it comes to cars, if I can find the model, that's great. And if I can't, then that kind of sucks. Russ is rockin' ORR. Says, I'm new to your channel, Tim. I swear I've seen you before. Or is it just that I've seen you in other people's live stream chats before? But either way, thank you for joining. That's great and super cool and fun. Thank you for joining They Make It Like That. This is a channel where I do model railroading type things. And usually that's weathering and graffiti. But I also like to do other things too. Like actual trains and stuff. I'm building a layout in N scale. But I have to paint my walls first before I can put the layout up. Tim, it's Derry. Hi, Derry. Derry says, happy birthday. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, so I have to paint my walls, and then I can actually put my layout up, and that will be great. Because then I can actually run things, and I can test out this... Whoa. My stool is wobbly. I can test out this boxcar and see if it works. Kit is a Pontiac Trans Am. There's probably already a file for it. You're right. It's slightly modified. It's been, who's the guy? Who's the guy that made Kit? He also did the Batmobile. Kevin, are you watching? Not you, Kevin Beverly. Other Kevin, are you watching? Who's the guy? Is it George something? Anyone else? He made the Batmobile. He made Kit. I think he did like the car for the Munsters. Bunch of TV and movie cars. Anyway, it was slightly modified by him, but it's based on a Trans Am. Alex wants to know, are we... George Barris, thank you. Are we at 2,500 yet? I hope so. Are we? I don't think so. Where are we at? That'd be a cool birthday present. Get me to 2,500 and then I'll give that auto rack away. What are we at? I check regularly because I'm ready to just hand that thing out. We are 308 away from 2,500. Can we get there tonight? How many people are here? 25 people. Okay. So 25 people. We got 308. So if each of you gets 12.3 people to subscribe, then we'll be good. I don't know 0.3 of a person. That would be terrifying. But just get 12 people. We'll be close enough. And then maybe the algorithm will be like, hey, this guy's getting some activity. Let's send more people. We printing stuff? We're 4% done. I just want to hear it. I don't think it's actually printing. You can hear the resin unstick from the bottom of the vat. So you can hear it kind of just go like every layer, and I'm not sure that it's actually printing. So that's fun. But it's still too early. Sometimes you can pause the print and it pulls the bed up so you can see what's going on. But it's too early in the print. It would literally just look like a blob right now, so I'm not even gonna... It'll do what it's doing, and if it doesn't work, then I'll try again tomorrow. I'll get it. I'm a rookie! What can I say? I'm a rookie. But these are primed. We've got a thin coat of primer on them. You know what I'm going to do, though? I'm going to paint them flat black first. That way the roof is done. And also, if I do a light coat of paint, it's a little trick. If I do a light coat of paint, then the black will show through in the shadows and it'll give it more dimension. One of my friends built a clone of Kit and had the light in the front sound activated off the radio and had Kit lines from the show and could Bluetooth them through. That's awesome. I like that. That's really cool. That's really cool. Now, obviously, in the future, I'm going to do this kind of stuff with an airbrush, but this is quick and easy. These ones I might not even sell. Who knows how they're going to turn out. I'm just experimenting. You never know. Could turn into something. Maybe it won't. And if it doesn't, well then, oh well. At least we had fun, right? Russ says, I have almost 800 subscriptions. I sub to any model railroader that I know about. Very good. Very, very good. If I pause my print, I'll likely get a layer line. You're right, but also I tend to raise my prints up and then have it on supports. And I don't think it's at like the physical part yet. I think it's still just in the support phase. So if I get a layer line, I don't care. The sound of me spraying sounds like a steam locomotive. You're welcome. I didn't do that on purpose. But look, my TVs are shutting off because my coffee's cold, but I'm drinking it anyway. Now what do you want to talk about? Let's do some windows. Why not? Do I want to do a left window or a right window? Let's carry on down the same side. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to get a bit of alcohol. Actually, I probably have enough on this rag. Just clean it. Because it's got, like, the Frosties. It's got the Frosties on it from the laser. So I'm just cleaning up with alcohol. Because alcohol cleans everything, and it's awesome. I need to get more. The big old jug of 99% isopropyl alcohol. So these are my windows right here. Got billions of them, but they've got like this bit of film on them. It's just like dust, like acrylic dust from being laser cut. But if you just take a bit of alcohol on a rag and wipe it, it comes off. And as long as it's off enough, because it's going to be a dusty and dirty abandoned construction site building anyway, as long as it's off enough, then I'm happy. So that's that. I forgot to give you a bag of fuses at the Port Hope show. It's all good, man. It's all good. You know what you can do instead? Send me a breaker panel. And I'll put it in. Kevin says, nice train on the wall. Thank you. This was my first ever model train. I got this, I don't know, how old was I when I got this? I was like a baby. I don't know. I was very young, and I got this train, and it's cool. It had a key. I think the key is downstairs in my office, but it had a little key, and you wound it up, and I'll just wind it up by running it backwards. But Derek says, is that mug activated by heat? Yes, it is. What's on the screens? Various snippets of vintage CBC programming. That is Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, if you're not from Canada. But yeah, so you wind it up and it goes across the floor and it goes... Oh, that wasn't enough winding. But it has, like, there's suction in, like, this piston that goes up and down. You can see the gears inside. Hang on, let me do this. I don't know. You guys like trains? You guys like trains, so that's cool. But there's, like, a piston that goes up and down. Can you see it there? It goes up and down, and it makes, like, a chirping sound. And it kind of sounds like a steam train. Let me grab a screwdriver. So you wind it up. Where did I get the mug? I got the mug for Christmas, friend. Not sure. I think it's from Winners. If I would have to guess, based on who gave it to me. Probably from Winners. Yeah. Now it's wound up. And you ready? 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 Here we go. And it just rips across the floor. And it's so fun. Many, many, many miles on this train. Yeah. So anyway, I have a lot of my toys from my childhood, but this one is not packed away. It is on display in my garage, because that's where it belongs. Okay. No, it's not N scale, but that's okay. I like it. The sound of my past. Yes. All right. Let's see what we can do here. I need paint. Again, like I said, I'm still not 100% unpacked from Port Hope, but we're gonna make do, because that's what we do. I need a green, but I need a good green. Do I have a good green? Okay, here's a question for you. I was going to research this, but I feel like I have a pretty good sample here. What color are dumpsters where you live? Dumpsters like the ones that I showed you. What color are they? Here, they're typically either like a forest green or a navy blue. But what color are they where you live? Because I want to know. I'm not going to label them, I don't think, with like branding, because that's going to take a lot more time, and then I would have to charge more for them, and all that fun stuff. I'm just going to make them generic, but yeah. Big slider says green. Green, green, green. Okay. Green. Some of them here in Canada are blue, but most of them are green. That's all I wanted to know. Now I need a green. But I don't think I have a dark enough green. I'm going to have to make one until I can actually get one. But what do you need to make dark green? You need light green and black. And that's what we're going to do. Light green and black. I got black. Maroon. I've never seen a maroon dumpster before. That's green, but it's holiday green. We'll use a bit of holiday green. If this is your first time watching me, watching my channel, you're probably thinking it's like the most frantic channel. I'm just... I'm just kind of all over the place today. But it's because I don't have a plan. That peach cup still has peaches in it. So, my kids like fruit cups. And so I have billions of these. I save every single one of them. Even though I have billions. I save them. You know why? In case I don't have the right green. It's literally the only reason why. Green specifically. No less. Actually, no. It's anything. Now I need a paintbrush. I'm going to use a crappy old one. Because I'm just going to use it as a stir stick. Dumpster companies in the U.S. also weld the company name into the dumpster so no one steals it. Yeah, we do that too. Actually, I used to build dumpsters. One of my welding jobs in the past, I built dumpsters. I built many dumpsters. And yeah, we had to weld the company names into them. Many dumpsters. Oh my goodness. So many dumpsters. I think I got to the point where I was making, I think, about 7 dumpsters a week. And that's 7 dumpsters in 5 days. We were pumping them out. That's still not enough. I might have put too much black. I don't know why I keep closing this. I think I put a bit too much black. There's no real science to this. I definitely put too much black. Oh well. And now I do it for fun. Yes. But the nice thing about these dumpsters, though, Kevin, is that I can just press one button and walk away and come back 2 hours later and have 8 dumpsters. But yeah, I still have to paint them. That was honestly the worst part about building the dumpsters, because we didn't have a proper paint booth or anything like that. We literally just hung them from a crane. And then we... painted them up in the air, up above our heads. Russ wants to know what I do now. Anybody want to take this one? What do I do now? I build things. That's what I do. I build things. And also stuff. Russ, honestly, I build large 3-dimensional props for marketing, advertising, and events. Sometimes movies. Not always. And yeah, there's a video on my channel about it if you want to check that out. It was back in the summer, I think I posted that one. But it's not too far down. Maybe like 6 or 7 videos ago. Yeah. Put a little white. It will take too much green to get it back to the color you want. I'm happy with the color that I want. I'm happy. But yeah, I make things, large things. Right now I'm building a 4-foot tall Hubba Bubba, like, you know, the bubblegum tape that you can get? I'm building a 4-foot tall version of that bubblegum container. That's been... Oh, actually, no. I've finished... I'm waiting now. That has to be hard-coated. It's, like, the foam work is done. So now it's just kind of waiting in queue. And I started carving bread. A super large piece of bread. Like a bun. Where the top is pulled out of it, and the top becomes an ottoman, and the bread part is a chair. A weird job. Okay, so this is my handy dandy piece of styrene offcut. And let's see what these dumpsters look like. Oh, they're still a bit tacky. That's alright. We'll survive. They're a bit tacky. What do I want? I want something that I can hold this with. That's what I want. I'm going to use a pencil, I think. Can I fit this in here? Not yet, but if I sharpen it, then I can. Just do this. Just sharpen it on two sides. Now it's a little thinner, and there we go. I'm going to lower my camera. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to switch to my other camera. And then I'm going to aim it appropriately. Forgive me if it times out. Once again, this camera does that. Still haven't fixed it. It's been years. And I'm going to use a different brush because that one, remember, I used as a stir stick. This is green, and it's going to make this a green dumpster. Probably going to take a couple coats. Again, I'm going to end up probably I'm going to airbrush all of these. This is not adhering very well at all. That's odd. I thought for sure it would stick. Oh well. We'll do a coat and see what happens. Oh, you know what it is? I think that set of paint, where the green came from, I think that set of paint just doesn't stick well. I've used it a couple times on different things for like different graffiti projects, and it just didn't stick very well at all. That's odd. Let me try just black and see if that sticks. I know it's already black, but I'm curious about the paint. 'Cause I feel like that green is not good. Yeah, the black goes on a lot better. Okay. Why not get the color right in the printer? Honestly, even if I got the right color of resin, I don't like the look of the resin on its own. I would still paint it. Like right now I have gray resin, and if I was doing something that's meant to be gray, I would still paint it gray. Just because I'm not a fan of the raw resin look. Yeah, that's strange, because that black went on flawlessly. Anyway, so now it's black still. Was black, now it's black. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then maybe we'll try to make a different green? I don't know. Or do I have a paint marker I can use? What I should actually do is airbrush, but I still would need the right paint. I don't know. Maybe we need to just let that dry. And try green on top. Literally making it up as we go. You're welcome. Let's put this here. Tim, would it be possible to print the lid separately so you can choose to have it open or closed? That's a plan for the future, Chris. I plan on doing that. It might not be separate. Because again, it's all going to depend on how much work is involved in producing them so that I can sell them for an affordable price, even though they're painted. And what I might do is like make a model where like one of the lids is open and one is closed, or like one is half open, and maybe make one where there's garbage inside of it, all that kind of thing. And the reason I would do all of those different options is because A, people like options, and 2, it would be easier because it'd be one piece and there wouldn't be any assembly, and C, I don't have a third reason, I just wanted to quote Home Alone. Okay, I am going to move this camera down. Because it's easier to see what I'm doing. How are you guys liking the random nonsense style of live streaming? It's so out there. It's fun though. I enjoy it. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoy it. Pick a color, any color. Anyone, pick a color. Ready, go. First color wins. Anyone? 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 You guys know your colors? No? We're not going to pick a color? Blue! Okay. A bin may have had 2 or 3 new covers throughout its life, so rusty bins and new covers are a possibility. Yes, you are correct, John. Brian says, I always spray my resin prints with a light coat of primer before painting. That's what I did, but I think that paint that I was using just isn't great. And it just didn't do well. Okay, so blue, and we're going to do something. We're going to make it up. What are we going to do? We're going to make it up. What do you know? We're actually doing graffiti. Who'd have thought? How far into this are we? 9:40. We're an hour and 10 minutes in, and I'm finally doing graffiti. That's how you know it's a crazy day. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, little random pop-up nonsense. This computer sucks. Go away. There we go. No, I said go away. You know that, like, annoying, like, weather and news thing that pops up in, on Windows, like in the bottom corner? I hate that thing. It's like, hey, guess what? This is crap that's happening. And you're just like, okay, well, I don't care. So let me carry on with my live stream. Thank you very much. Let's let that dry. Bought some O-scale gas meters 2 or 3 months ago. They were gray resin. I painted them a different shade of gray, and it had a semi-gloss color, and that is what I see here in my area. Some I weathered, some I did not. That's awesome. 3D printing has really changed the hobby. It's actually quite impressive. Not gonna lie, I'm quite impressed. The level of detail that you can get just by pushing a couple buttons is pretty remarkable. Obviously, like, someone had to design the model and put all the work into that, and some people do that, and that's cool too. But yeah, it's pretty impressive. So here's the thing. I need to come up with like 200 plus pieces of graffiti. I need some words. There's only so many channels I can shout out before it gets a bit stale. When it comes to graffiti, does the car subject speak to you as to what to put on it, or just all your thoughts on what you do? Depends on my mood, man. Honestly. Sometimes I have ideas, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just pick a random word out of thin air. Sometimes I'll hear something on the radio and just a word, like I'll just hear a word on the radio and just do that. Sometimes I've even been known to use a random word generator to see how that works. And then sometimes I just make words up. You can make words up too. People do it. That's how words happened. Okay, so this green... It does... Okay, so when I paint here, it goes on, but it goes on kind of thin. So I feel like I just have to do a ton of coats of the green to get it to go on. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to do a coat, and then leave it, and then do another coat, and then hopefully that will turn into green. But I'm definitely going to have to streamline it a bit more. Maybe it was dumb to make it black first, but I just wanted the lid to look consistent. Maybe I should have just painted it white. But the thing that's nice about doing it black first is like all of these, like, wow, you can't even see. Am I in focus? Hang on. All of these there's like ridges in the front that when it's black, if I don't fully get that full of paint, it's going to accentuate that shadow. That was my plan anyway. How many people here have painted an N-scale 3D printed dumpster before? I haven't. I wish I had a paint marker that was this shade of green. That would make things a little quicker. Paint markers take 8 seconds. How many of you guys would be interested in having these dumpsters on your layout? I'm gonna have, like, obviously once I perfect this and I get some finished and ready, they are going to be on my Etsy store. And bonus, you'll get a sticker or two if you buy one or two. So there's that. Just curious. I'm kind of researching. I want to know if you guys are interested. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you guys like. We just met. I don't know. I'm looking for a green. the problem with the paint markers that I have is I typically try to find colors that are not, like, earthy and boring, because graffiti's meant to be flashy, right? So I wouldn't typically graffiti with dumpster green. So let's see here. I found a green. Will it work? Yeah, Derek, I will do HO. That's what I'm printing right now. I'm printing HO scale versions of these exact dumpsters. I just haven't got there yet. I need a scrap. Where's my styrene? That'll work. Does that look like green? I think that looks like green, doesn't it? We're changing tactics. Why not? I'm literally making this up as I go. Oh, but then as soon as I paint it on here, the color changes. What the heck? I don't get it. I don't get it. That's strange. You guys saw that, right? So on here, look at this. Look at this. Look at the color here. And then look at the color here. They don't match. Oh well. Oh well. All right. New plan. You guys ready for my new plan? I'm going to reprime these, and then I'm going to go straight to the green, and I'll paint the black later. Because I think going from black back to green is just going to take way too long. And I don't like it. I haven't got all day. Oh, hang on. Where's my paint booth? Okay, let's let those dry. That's kind of weird. What's kind of weird? Me? I know. What else? Is this dry? I don't think this is dry. Dry enough. Okay. It's dry enough. Where are all of my markers? That's blue. I don't want blue. That's white. I want white. I hate that I'm not fully set up. Oh, it's blending with the blue. Oh well. Now we got light blue. Nope. I don't like it. I need it to be white. There we go. And after this, I'm going to go back in and do more details with black, I think. The problem is, because this is not fully dry, the white is getting taken over by the blue. Could the color change be because of the other green paint? Like, whatever the green reacts to the shade of the other one? Not sure I follow. I used black and green. Oh, are you talking about the color change in the paint marker? Maybe, or it could just be that it, like, because the first surface was white that I painted on, and then the second surface was black. I think that's my guess anyway. Okay, so that's that. This one, should I just use this blue? I just don't like how thick it is. It's okay. Let's do that one. Craft paints do not always have enough pigment. You're correct, John. I've had good luck with most, though. I'm just not happy with the ones that I was using that I got from Michaels. For some reason, they just kind of came out really gross. I've used them on like for graffitiing as well. I make them work because I do enough coats, but on something like this, where it's really small, I'm just not a fan. Okay, this one is looking good. Where's my state-of-the-art dumpster holder? Alright, moment of truth. Here we go. How far are we in this print? 25% of the way. I also don't know if it's actually... Okay, I hear FEP release. I hear FEP release. That's good. That means it's actually doing things. If we have success, I'll post a short tomorrow so you guys can see the HO scale dumpsters. I've been loving shorts lately. They've been working well. I posted a short the other day. 13,000 views in like a few hours. It was crazy. I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did. I don't know why it was successful, but I'll take it. Okay, yeah, so the lighter color obviously is making it easier to paint, but my state-of-the-art dumpster holder is loose. There we go. One of my suggested graffiti ideas is on a window. Congrats, Chris. Yeah, I put GVO wherever I can. Perfect segue into Third Rail Thursday. If you're new, Third Rail Thursday is a live stream that's weekly on 3 different channels, sometimes 4, depending on how we feel and how many people are involved and how many Thursdays there are in a week, or in a month, rather. There's only one Thursday in a week. So Third Rail Thursday is hosted officially by Go Via or Go Home, M&M Rails, and myself. They make it like that. We go live every single Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Unless you're me and I go to bed, I put my kids to bed, so I start at 8:30. But yeah, first Thursday of the month is me. Second Thursday of the month is Go Via or Go Home. Third Thursday of the month is M&M Rails. And fourth Thursday of the month is Go Via or Go Home again, where we all convene for GVO After Dark, which is kind of like a little bit of a video podcast, recap of the month, fun time, hang out, socialize, whatever. Okay, that's looking better. I don't even know if you guys can tell on camera how that looks, but I'm liking it. A couple more coats of that and it'll look real sharp. And then obviously I'll paint the roof black. But, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Where's another pencil? Do I have more pencils? I do. I have more pencils. So, for those of you who didn't see me make the epic pencil, or the epic dumpster holder, just shave off a wee bit of pencil, flip it over 180, and shave off a wee bit. Now you know how to hold dumpsters. And then you just take a dumpster, you put it upside down on a piece of cardboard, and you jam her in there. Yeah. Paint's a bit tacky still. The primer's a bit tacky, but that's okay. And then you take your custom mix of green, and with a very steady hand, you can get it in one stroke. All the way across. I didn't get it full coverage of primer. The problem is, this primer, it's not the finest of nozzle, so I didn't want to go too heavy. Like I said, ideal world, I would airbrush these. Unideal world, I'm not set up to airbrush yet. But I will soon. You guys want to see a live stream of airbrushing? That's coming down the pipeline, folks. Maybe for my next birthday stream, when I just go off the rails and do random nonsense. What other things do you guys think are typically graffitied that I could 3D print? Because I'm looking to do more of this kind of stuff. Again, I'm sharing a little bit of the inside scoop with you guys because you're my people. The live stream viewers are the people that get the inside scoop because you guys sit around and watch my nonsense behind the scenes. I consider this more like behind the scenes than because when I'm on camera, I can edit out the nonsense a little bit, kind of rein it in. Yeah, that's looking good. But what do you guys think? What do you guys want to see? I could graffiti some random stuff that you would typically see graffiti on. That's kind of my whole idea. It's not just train cars, you know? Coca-Cola bottles in N scale. Yeah. I don't see that happening anytime soon, Mr. Sweden. Good thing I got a bunch of random unsharpened pencils. Well, that has a bit of... It's hard to see. Sorry, guys, for the smallness of all of this, it's hard to see, but there's still some slag on this one that I didn't see before. Do I have sandpaper somewhere? I do. Here we go. Sandpaper. Problem is, I don't want to sand off the back of the lid. Let's get squirrely. What can I use? Let's use this lid. That's what we're doing. We're using a lid and then a piece of sandpaper, and then I can sand whilst hanging the edge of the dumpster off. That's getting there. An abandoned phone booth. What's a phone booth? So that's much better. I am going to also fold the sandpaper. I would rather just do this. Sorry, you guys can't see what I'm doing. I would rather do some secret stuff off camera that you guys can't see. No, literally I'm just gonna whittle that away just a little bit. There, done. Fixed. Happy. Pop machine, propane tanks, concrete, highway dividers. Yeah. Some of those are already happening. I'm gonna keep it a secret though, but I like the ideas. Keep them coming. You guys are helping me out. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. This one, if it looks kind of janky at the back, I can always just put it against a wall. It'll be one for my own layout. Whenever that happens. I mean, some of these I plan on putting right at the base of Oceanwide Plaza. Because, it's a construction site. It's gotta have dumpsters. I mean, literally, there's dumpsters everywhere. That's the thing. Every industry has at least one dumpster. Every apartment building has a couple dumpsters. So you need them. And they also get hit. They also get hit a lot with graffiti. So why wouldn't I have dumpsters with graffiti on my Etsy store? Did you ever think about that? Okay, this one has the same kind of junk on the back. I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'll just do the 3 for now. Let's do another coat on this first one. I think 2 coats ought to be enough because I'm gonna weather them and graffiti them and all of that. So I think 2 coats is good. You guys have any weekend plans? I don't. I'll probably be, hopefully, maybe painting. I don't know. Try to get some primer up on the walls. That'll be fun. Might give my dog a bath. That'll be fun. I want to do what I can in order to get some trains running. My original goal was to have trains running for my birthday live stream. That was my goal in like December. I'm like, oh yeah, my birthday, it's like 3 months away. Got plenty of time. Then life happened. And I didn't get trains running yet. But the time is coming when I will run trains again. And that will be a glorious day, because I seriously miss running trains. I mean, as much as this is fun, obviously the whole entire reason any of us do this hobby is to run trains. Unless, of course, the main focus of your hobby is to just see how small of a dumpster you can make. In which case, like and subscribe till they make it like that. Or post content on a regular basis now, apparently. And some of that content has to do with dumpsters. Am I done mudding and sanding? I'm done mudding. I'm not done sanding. That's the worst, the absolute worst part of any kind of drywalling is the sanding. I hate it. I always try to do as good of a mudding job as I possibly can so I can limit how much sanding I have to do. But, yeah, some of the walls really needed a ton of mud because I was mixing existing drywall with new drywall, and it just was kind of wonky. But yeah, so I still need to sand. I'm also not done drywall. I'm done the drywall in my office, but I still have to do drywall in my wife's office, and I have to do drywall in the hair salon, and I have to do drywall in the kids' playroom. Still quite a bit of drywall to do, but I want to kind of wrap up my room, my office, so that I can A, get trains running, and B, I can kind of just have the mess in one spot at a time. Like, drywall is pretty clean work, it's not that messy, but the mudding and the sanding and all of that is messy, right? So I just want to get that done in one spot and then move on. And kind of relocate the mess rather than just doing it like everywhere, because that would be annoying. I think there'd be some sad people in my house if I did that. Okay, so now I need a bit of black, and I need another paintbrush. Hello, paintbrush. Where are you, paintbrush? Why can't I find you? Why can't I find you? Oh, dude. You guys can't even see it the way I can see it, but it looks so cool. As soon as you start adding detail, or start adding paint rather, it really brings out the detail in the print. It's so cool. Let's do the black roof. guys. Oh man, I love it. I mean, it's one thing to see it. It's one thing to see it come off the printer and you're like, oh wow, look at that little dumpster, you know? But as soon as you paint it, it looks like a dumpster. This hobby never ceases to fascinate me. Sorry, I know I'm not on camera right now, but I need to kind of look closely. I can't hold it in front of the camera and do that. Let me just... Oh, man. I'm so excited. Look at this. Look at that. How close can I get and still focus? That's what I want to know. I guess that's it. It's kind of like right there. That's as close as I can go. But can I try, maybe I can try this camera? How close can I go? Hang on, let me get it in focus and then I'll switch for you. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You alright, pup? Come here. Hi, dog. Okay. Good boy. Oh, man. I'm gonna record with my phone real quick so I can do a short about these. Problem is, how close can I focus? Alright, now we need to add a little bit of graffiti because they make it like that. I'm gonna do it I was gonna use paint markers, but I want the finesse of a brush for this inaugural dumpster. Now on dumpsters you typically see throw-ups. You don't really see many pieces. So I'm just gonna do something quick. Can you guys even see? I just realized you probably can't even see. Hang on. Oh man, I need to get a macro lens or something. What if I brighten it up? I'll brighten this up and then I'll switch to this angle. Even still, I need to get a macro lens so you guys can actually see what's happening here. Can you even see it? That's what I want to know. Can you see that? Not really, eh? Oh, man. Okay. Put that on the shopping list. A macro lens. Let me, Okay, can you see that? That's the color layer. Still need to obviously do an outline. There we go. Even just that, it adds something to it, eh? I have to keep looking. I have a little marker on my screen that shows me when I'm in focus. It lights up green, so I have to like really try to like hold this thing in focus. But damn, that looks so cool. Oh man, sorry. It's just the little things that get me excited about this hobby. Where's my ink? My puppy is getting antsy. I'm gonna end it soon, I'm not gonna lie, because I haven't eaten food, and I want birthday cake, and now my dog's getting antsy. How long have we been at this? Almost 2 hours. That's pretty good. It's pretty good, but I just want to finish this, because I think it looks sick. Got an hour and 51 minutes to go on my print, so that's out of the question. Sorry. Ooh, is my... Oh, there we go. Okay. This is nerve-wracking. This is so small. I'm sorry you guys can't see this, but actually I'm not sorry. I'd rather it turn out good. Can you see that? Can you... Let me... I hope you guys are watching on a TV. Oh man, I'm thrilled. Thrilled! Thrilled, I say. Okay, now I need a color that pops. That's also a very fine, or I'll just use a brush. I'll use my brush. Where's my liner brush? There we go. Kevin, get yourself a TV and tune in. If you're watching on your phone, you're probably out of luck. Sorry. Okay, I need a color that pops with pink. Let me do yellow. Come on, wake up. There we go. Just a, that's way too much. Woohoo! Oh well. Still a bit of pink in my brush, but that's okay. Eli, I hear you. We're gonna go outside soon. I shouldn't have said that. Alright, let's do a little Little dab of yellow. Little dab of yellow. Okay, I gotta hold this. Sorry, I gotta hold it up to my face because I can't see. Bit of yellow. Just a bit of yellow background. Fun times. I'm gonna do a tag on the side with the calligraphy pen. There we go, just a little tag. Can you even see that? Probably not. Do another one on this side. Right around here. There we go. You're just gonna have to trust me that it's there. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, consensus on the calligraphy pen. I am so thrilled with the calligraphy pen. I'm gonna get different colors and show you guys a full video about it. So far, obviously, I only have black. But, yeah. That is a dumpster. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. Wait, let me get it in focus. Where's the... There. Now it's in focus. Got a tag on that side. A tag on that side. And that is what a dumpster looks like. I don't have a rust paint. Otherwise I'd put some rust. I'm afraid to do weathering powder because I feel like it's too aggressive on such a fine bit of something. But we'll do it anyway. Not light rust. We'll do dark rust. This is the kind of live stream where it's more like a podcast, where I just have to describe what I'm doing and you just have to trust me, because you can't actually see it. I'm currently putting some rust. I'm not doing anything on the back, because typically, at least this one can just be against the wall. Just putting some rust here and there. Usually a lot of rust where the truck picks it up, like those little pockets on the side. And yeah, let me just dull coat that real quick. Where's my dull coat? Remove these other dumpsters. Dumpster on a stick. Where's my dull coat? There it is. Is that it? No. Is that it? Is that it? Yes. There we go. That is Patient X, Patient Zero. The first 3D printed, painted, graffitied, weathered, and dull-coated N-scale dumpster, courtesy of They Make It Like That. There's gonna be some just like this on Etsy very soon. I promise you, this whole stream wasn't meant to just be an Etsy commercial. But it turned into one. Oh well. I need a little cup that I can wash my calligraphy pen in. This looks like one. That'll work. I need alcohol. Wow, I gotta watch how and when and where I say that sentence. I need alcohol. It's not that kind of channel. Isopropyl alcohol. Looks better after dull coat. Thanks, Kevin. I tend to agree. However, again, with it being as small as it is, I feel like I almost need to use an airbrush for dull coat even, because I don't want to get like crazy huge particles of paint on the whatchamacallit, on the model. Where's my main camera? Let's transition. Let's get this thing out of here. Goodbye. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Sorry, getting 4 billion messages because it's my birthday. Let me film the after for my short so you guys can go watch the short. It'll probably be better footage than my camera because I don't have a macro lens. But let me try and focus this thing. That's the other thing. I don't have the Pro, so I don't have a macro lens on this either. How close can I go? Man, it's hard to get it in focus. Come on. I feel like I have to look away, and go back in and try and focus it. Come on. Maybe if I do the wide angle? That's a little better. Or I have to have less stuff in the background. Be a white background. This is all a learning experience for me. I've never made something quite so small. It's riveting entertainment for you guys, isn't it? Kevin, you got a new paint booth? That's exciting. One question turned the stream into an Etsy commercial. No, no, I planned on just spamming you guys with an Etsy advertisement for 2 hours anyway. No, no, but Kevin, just message me either on Etsy or on an email, and we'll set it up. We'll set it up for sure. Yeah. I don't know why I can't film this thing. It's so small. Maybe it's because I've got dust on my camera. Maybe that has something to do with it. I have a dusty job. Today I made a giant piece of bread out of styrofoam. There we go. That's better. Even still, I'm probably going to have to zoom in post. put it next to a truck. Take a picture. Might have better luck taking pictures of it than video. But after this, I am gonna go, because I would like to eat birthday cake and see my wife. Need more light. Light, please. There we go. Dull coat on the camera. No, it's not dull coat. Light, please. I definitely need a macro lens. I got it, guys. I got it. Quick, focus, or take the picture while it's still in focus. Quick, take the picture while it's still in focus. There we go. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. I'll post it on my community page so you can see it. There we go. That's looking like something. Anyway, I know this has been a super messed up stream and it's totally random, but it's been fun. It's been a slice. This is my dumpster. It's so small. Oh, man. Yeah. Is my stuff on Instagram? Nope. Nope. My stuff is not on Instagram. My stuff is on YouTube. And I post some stuff on Reddit. And I am also on Discord. But I'm not on Instagram. I don't really have plans to do so. I am on YouTube. That's kind of my number one priority as far as posting things. The other stuff, I could take it or leave it. Happy birthday, Tim, and good night. All I need to get up early to hamburger in the morning. I usually hamburger in the evening, but you do what you do you, John. You do you. Anyway, thank you, everyone. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you for the fun times. Thank you for putting up with my shenanigans for 3 years. Some of you guys have been with me since the beginning of Third Rail Thursday. Well, not Third Rail Thursday, but me being on Third Rail Thursday. Beginning of my channel, all that fun stuff. And, yeah. Not trying to get super sentimental or anything, but, yeah, as Kevin said, have a good night further. And remember, they make it like that. And cut. Oh my goodness, man. Going live on my birthday. I can't believe Chris made me do that.